The next group we welcome to the stage tell real stories that connect people in the community to their past and to each other. Representing Nelson City and Tasman districts, we have the Histrionics.
All right, you lot, pay attention. Eyes front. Sit up straight. No slouching. You there on the front. Sit up, that's better. This is a very serious business, you know. You're in the army. You're under the proud service of His Majesty King George V. Yes, it's a serious business working in the army. You have to be alert at all times. Now, where was I? Yes. It's my pleasure to introduce to you the Mayor of Tasman, Richard Kempom, civilian.
Kia ora and good morning everybody, and with Councillor Ian Barker from Nelson City Council, we would like to introduce Daryl and Gordon from Histrionics, who have been very successful in using real local families to present the ANZACs story, connecting local people today with their heart-rending past.
Look lively, Private.
I've still been stood down for the evening, sir.
Well, you can jolly well stand up when you talk to me, soldier.
Sir?
Name?
Vincent McNabb, sir. Otago Infantry Battalion, sir.
McNabb, eh? Been here long, McNabb?
Yes, sir. Copped a bit of shrapnel, but come back to do my bit.
Good man. Jolly good show. Got a little girlie back home, have we? You'll be a hero when you return after you're doing your bit. What?
I wish, sir. No, it's a letter to my mother in New Zealand. My two brothers, Louis and Owen, have just enlisted. She's distraught.
Distraught? Good God, man, she should be proud. Raising young sons to face danger and do their duty.
She is, sir, she is. It's just my two other brothers, Roy and Cyril, lost their lives at Gallipoli. Do you see, sir?
Yes, I do see. I do see, son. They say a picture tells 1,000 words, don't they? We are passionate about telling the local stories and connecting people with the past in a meaningful and memorable way, whilst being respectful of the truth, the real pain, and the suffering behind those stories. We are now going to show you our video. The words you will hear are from the visitors, children and teachers alike, giving their reaction to our education programs in Motueka.
In 2015, we followed the real-life story of the McNabb family from Motueka, whose three sons, Cyril, Vincent and Roy, leave their quiet lives in the district to be part of the ANZAC effect at Gallipoli. The audience was taken on a living history montage of the events surrounding the boys' decision to enlist, being placed in the middle of family discussions regarding enlistment, a War Office meeting in London, and most powerfully in the boat as soldiers first landed at Anzac Cove.
From my point of view as a teacher, it was the best way to introduce and reinforce the events of World War I and the Gallipoli campaign. There is no way we could have replicated the learning experiences the students had at the museum.
I liked it how we got to be in the army and we got wet in the boat.
The bit I loved the most was when Vincent was writing a letter home to his family.
The day we stepped ashore is a long-forgotten dream. I remember how we ran, Cyril by my side, Roy somewhere on ahead. We ran past all those twisted bodies.
You made it feel so real, like we had gone through that time.
Come on, lads, I want to see those chests out, shoulders back. That's lovely, but don't look at me, I know I'm handsome, but I want you to look straight forward.
It was really cool learning about the jerk guns.
I have researched the local Motueka men and written about them, but your group made it all seem more real than I had been able to grasp. Seeing all the actors dressed in period costume and acting their parts, with us as participants, not just onlookers, brought it all home to me. The narration at beginning and end explained the world situation and where we fitted in. Congratulations on a job well done. We hope there will be more from this hard-working group.
In 2016, we looked back 100 years to 1916, which saw both the introduction of conscription and the Battle of the Somme. We followed the journey of Leslie Marshall, whose name was drawn in the first Nelson ballot. Leslie objected to his conscription on the grounds of his religious beliefs, and he appeared in front of the Motueka Military Board. His appeal was dismissed and he was ordered to serve as a medic. The audience also got an experience of what it was like to be at the Somme, the tension, the dangers, and the medics attending to a young soldier injured in war.
It was really good. I found it fun in the first bit when we did the drilling. Then I got to be a medic, carry a helmet, and help carry out a wounded soldier.
I really enjoyed it because you got to feel what it was like to be in the war. You got to see what they had to do. It was actually quite terrifying.
I can't believe that this actually really happened back in the day. I learned that many soldiers lost their lives fighting for our country.
It was quite scary. I think I would rather be a medic than be on the front line.
I liked how we were involved in it. Unlike other museums where you just read things and look around. It was really exciting and fun, and I learned heaps.
Leslie was pretty brave. I mean, no one would ever want to go to war, but they had to, so he was very brave.
I think Leslie was very brave for standing up for his religion. It was quite amazing.
A huge thank you and congratulations to those involved with the Somme experience. Your Histrionics team do an amazing job of making history personal and real, and looking at war from a different perspective.
These are the words of Sarah Jones, one of our Histrionics team, who couldn't be here today. The kindness of strangers. This is what so much volunteer stuff is about. Doing something for someone you don't know out of human love. It's what the Trustpower Community Awards recognise around New Zealand. Histrionics have looked at stories where there's so little to feel good about. Stories of suffering, unspeakable pain and loss. I know all too well from the research phases that it can be overwhelming and sad to read the personal accounts of war, both in the trenches and back home. When as humans we move beyond places where there's no good outcome, no hope, no she'll be right, then what I read time and time again is the only glimmer of light is the kindness of strangers. Pure love. It's the neighbour who comforts her friend when a telegram arrives from the War Office. The medic who runs to help a lost cause. The nurse who comes to a boy's cry in the night. A chaplain who shares a moment of prayer before a moment of terror. The silent eye contact of the man next to you. The personal accounts of war are full of these moments of kindness. We don't need to write them. These are the moments that kept our forebears going in the face of all futility, and ones that we think future generations should continue to learn about. I know there are plenty of people in this room who are giving out kindness by providing teaching and technology for schools, encouraging communities to be involved in sport, providing ambulance and medical care. We all do these acts of kindness for strangers, for love. On behalf of the Histrionics team, thank you.